The biggest buying opportunity in Bitmine. I bought more $7,000 on Friday, and we will talk about the Wall Street on the weekends and why it's now the best time to buy. All about this here in this vlog.
Welcome to the game, I'm the Wolf of Dubai.
If you don't know me or watch you for the very first time, my name is Danny. I'm the most watched stock market YouTuber from the Middle East, and I am big on Bitmine, as you can see from my t-shirt that we prepare for merch, okay? So be ready, guys. Very, very soon we will drop those. And also, I would love to emphasize, guys, that we will talk about many things in this video, okay? We will talk about the futures, not the futures, or a special website where you can check the prices of the Wall Street on the weekends. We will talk about what I'm doing on Monday. We will talk about what I actually think this situation is. And I think this is the biggest buying opportunity in 2025, okay? So now let's mention also the two channels that you should be subscribed to. I have every day a video for you on each of those channels. We are one of the hardest working YouTube team out there right now, and we are preparing you for every market situation. I also want to emphasize, I never make any sponsoring of any other product, no crypto exchange, no, financial services or anything like that, because, even when I would get a check for one video of $20, $30, $40,000, I would not feel to give you just the very best. And the very best is something only that you can do yourself. And this is what we did with AutoPilot on xtendaytrading.com. This is my own group where we trade for you with the help of our software, the AutoPilot that we created by our own. This is how it looks like. And we want to achieve between 8 to 15% return every month. So your $10,000 that you start with should grow to like around $58,000 in about like 12 months. And we trade for you. We have a team that is specialized looking 10, 12 hours on the markets and finding the best options trade on the US stock market and sending those trading signals to your portfolio. The money stays always on your account. It's super amazing. It's a great community, and make sure to check it out and schedule a call with me, and we see if we can help you as well. Now, when we look into the markets, it doesn't look pretty, right? It doesn't look pretty at all. On Friday, everything just got sold off. Okay, so here you can see that the S&P 500, okay, the S&P 500, an index that is very stable, lost 2.7%, okay, and it was fast, guys, okay, within a couple of hours, like 7 hours, 6 hours, we lost about 3% in the index, which is pretty big, okay. We didn't had such a drop since a very long time, and Ethereum, which is very important for Bitmine, lost even, at some point we lost 20% in like hours, and then we recovered from there a little bit. But yeah, this is number one. But if we want to know what Wall Street could look like on Monday, because there's no futures until, or future prices, futures are, let's say, an indication, and also it's tradable, but it's indications what the stock market could look like, what the pre-market is doing, right? So you can have one trick, okay? It's not so super, let's say, kind of accurate because it's weekend prices. But if you go and Google the following, you go on Wall Street 24 hours, okay? And then you scroll down and there's a service called IG. And then you can see here the Wall Street prices, which are kind of, let's say, real time. So they are trading on, this is the only indication that you have. And you can see here the Dow Jones actually is down another 0.5%. It's not so crazy yet, so we need to wait what the futures on Sunday evening will tell us. But you can see that Wall Street might sell off further, okay? And now I will tell you the things that I will do on Monday, because I believe that, and that I shared this many times on all my channels, the seasonality here. You can see October is the worst month, but that means also that we are just in front of the best time, okay? Think about it. So the economy is doing quite well with all the AI players and AI revolution, and there's a lot of new, let's say, productivity in the economy, right? AI will change the world forever, same like the internet, and it may be even much bigger, okay? So that's number one. So you have a huge driver. Then you have all of the earnings coming up. And I think this could be one of the best earnings seasons because think about it. You have, much more that the big players are spending and receiving in revenue, right? You have seen maybe the news that, Jensen Huang and what was on CNBC and OpenAI invest into AMD and, $100 billions in chip sales. And, all of that will be obviously mentioned in their earnings. And we have seen something very similar in the Oracle stock, right? That it went absolutely nuts. So I think that the earnings season will be quite interesting. So it's starting very, very soon with the earnings season, which will be a very big driver. Okay, so that's number one. Second, seasonality get much better. As you can see again from the chart of seasonality of the stock market, you see that November and December, will even outperform usually everything what happened in October, okay? And we don't have like a crisis, we just had like a Trump tweet. Okay, the Trump tweet was like, hey, I think to impose tariffs on China. China have not really answered yet or what I have seen. So we could maybe expect an answer, but also make sure that he didn't cancel the meeting with Xi. So maybe they will meet and they will discuss and they say, hey, you know what? We're actually quite good, So, and the market will just push, 3% up in this kind of case, okay? Also, you see that Bitmine was not so explosive yet, right? You remember we touched like 65, 60, then we went down now to 50s again. So I think that there's an opportunity right now that with the drop that is very healthy for a market, that everyone buys the dip in the next couple of days, and then we have the seasonality towards the end of the year to absolutely, blow everyone away, okay? And all of those people that hated the V rally, they actually have another chance to get in those rallies, okay? Also, algorithms will say, okay, we are back into the seasonality pattern and we will buy. 90% of all trading on the stock markets are made by algorithms, guys, okay? So think about this, how important this is to understand the seasonality of the market. I had so many comments on my YouTube videos saying like, where's the volatility that you talk about? Where's the drawdown, right? And it came like that. Okay, like ordered in October for just to fit the pattern, just to show me that this is true to watch the seasonality, which is very important, guys. Okay, now I bought $7,000 worth of Bitmine on Friday. And people were asking me in the comments, well, if you think that there's another drop coming, why you buy now? Well, I don't know if we already bottomed on Friday. Usually the markets don't bottom on Friday, they bottom on Mondays, okay? And then we have the phenomena of a turner on Tuesday. So I can buy on Friday, I can buy on Monday, and I buy almost every day anyway, right? So I'm just happy that the stock goes down. I would be ecstatic. So very, very happy in simple words when Bitmine drops to 30 or 40. This would be a gift because I believe the long-term vision for this company, what they're doing, what they want to do, how they do it, how fast they do it is absolutely brilliant. I cannot get enough from this stock and to be in the stock before it goes 10x. We talk about the stock when it was a $30 company, okay? So I think that always think about when now all the puzzle parts come together. If this would be a drop in April, we would not know what this means, okay? But we have seen now, we have like a sample size. We have a sample size in April. And if you look into those kind of situations in the last couple of years, then you always see that those were always buying opportunities, okay? Let me show you what I mean, okay? So let's go, for example, into the QQQ, okay? So you remember the last time big tariffs hit the market? Yes, that was here, okay? The market lost about, what was it? 5% in a very short term, in 6 days. And just a month later, we were 13% up. Not from the low, but from where the market previously was, okay? You can see here, from the lows, we were even 20% up. And then we just kept going up. So even from the lows of April, we made 40% in the market, guys, right? So this drop, this looks not even like a drop if you consider the whole thing, right? Now I want to show you 1 year ago, right? You can see here all the drops, even just before the drop, right? We lost 22% since, February. And then we recovered, from the drop to where we were in like just a couple of weeks. Then if you look into a bigger picture, right? Look at this. We had the craziness of 2020 and then we had the interest rates going up and it was a huge mess for the market, minus 30% over a couple of months. And then, it took us how long? It took us till 11th of December to go back from the lows on the 3rd of October. And then what we did, we get about like 100% from the low, right? If you look into 10 years, then you can barely see those moments, okay? You can see here the 2020 moment, right? Where the market dropped and we recovered. So the recoveries get even faster and more. And in the end of the day, if you're looking into the all-time view of the market, you see that all the debt being bought up in any way. And as long as the economy is doing well, we are quite in good heads. So this is one of the best and biggest buying opportunity. In my personal opinion, this is never financial advice of 2025 for Bitmine. I hope you are on board. Let me know in the comments what you think and check out xnDayTrading.com and I see you tomorrow for a brand new video. And remember, the grass is greener always on the other side.